In the past, school supports to students were delivered through siloed systems, sometimes built on a wait-to-fail model. While well-intentioned to support equity, these functioned inconsistently and inefficiently at best. Staff were compartmentalized, with little alignment or collaboration, and no one was working to improve school-wide systems of prevention. Students fell through the cracks. The longer this went on, the greater the likelihood that these students would disengage, stop attending school, get further behind academically and social emotionally, and fail and drop out. MTSS is a school improvement framework. Goal 1 is to continually strengthen the inclusive core by proactively addressing barriers to school success. Tier 1, shown here in the green. Embodying our core beliefs that all means all into action every day. School improvement in a multi-tiered systems of support framework always includes looking at marginalized subpopulations as a protocol to target them for equity work. This is a big change from the old wait-to-fail model. In addition, we have additional layers added in an MTSS framework to create systems to provide targeted and intensive supports to students who need more, and by personnel who have the expertise and experience to provide it as early as possible. This is in addition to core or tier 1, as soon as data indicates need. Using data like screening and benchmark helps us objectively identify needs and measure progress, reducing the impact of implicit bias and subjectivity to promote equity. MTSS draws upon all staff to work in new and more collaborative and flexible ways, based on student needs, starting with Tier 1 proactive prevention. You don't have a school psychologist on your school improvement team, but many of your students have anxiety? MTSS would change that. Disclaimer: this is a gross oversimplification. Equity work is complex, and MTSS work in Rhode Island we are by no means the equity leaders for the state. But an MTSS framework does promote equity. Here on the left is an inequitable system. All students get the same, for the most part, regardless of their personal strengths or needs. In MTSS, this is similar to having mostly whole group instruction, aiming towards the middle, maybe with some differentiation, but still not meeting the needs of all students. Like the previous visual, many students, often the most vulnerable, are slipping through the cracks. Equity, on the other hand, here on the right, is when we commit to proactively building inclusive and ever-improving systems to be able to support all students. In equity, we commit to not giving all students equal or the same, but rather giving them what they need, seen here with the boxes, so they can reach the same standards of achievement, shown here by being able to meaningfully participate and enjoy the ball game. An MTSS framework helps schools to create such systems, and by using data to drive them, screening and progress monitoring, the framework minimizes harmful implicit bias, grounding our decision-making and school improvement planning in metrics beyond just academics, like attendance, school climate, and social emotional learning.